We mentioned the Solheim Cup because Pat Hurst, the Solheim Cup captain, in town this week. In fact, she was downtown at the Mud Hens game as Toledo continuing their series against the Columbus Clippers, and the American captain throwing out the first pitch. She'll be in town all week long. Check out Inverness as well as the Marathon Classic. Bottom of the third, Toledo down one. Adeline Rodriguez changing that deep drive down the left field line off the fair pole. Game tied at 1. Rodriguez is 13th of the year. 4 of those have come against Columbus. Next inning, Mud Hens threatening again. Man on second for Kristen Stewart. Pulls it into right field. Isak Paredes scores. Stewart with a 6-game hitting streak. Toledo with the lead. Move to the 6th inning now. Clippers threatening. Bases loaded. Drew Hutchinson induces the Trenton Brooks grounder to second. Yariel Gonzalez is there. Ends the threat, and in the bottom of the 7th, Gonzalez adding an insurance run homer to straightaway center. Toledo up 4-1. They go on to win 4-2 your final. Nico Goodrum making a rehab start for Toledo. He goes 0 for 4 at the plate. Paredes a 2 for 4 night in the victory. Let's head out to our favorite duo, Matt Melzak and Jim Weber.
Well, thanks. There are a lot of ways you can win games, and a lot of games ways you can rebound from a loss. The Mud Hens needed to rebound after losing last night's game, Jim. It starts with the starting pitching. They got a great outing tonight from Drew Hutchinson.
Yeah, and of course Ian Kroll came in to save it. I think he threw all strikes, actually credited with 4 strikeouts in 1 inning. But you know, the Mud Hens really deserve this because they actually gave the Clippers their 2 runs. There was a ball lost in center field in the twilight sky. There was an error at third, and yet the Mud Hens were able to overcome that and win the game by the final score of 4-2. Not to mention, they added 2 more home runs to run their season total to 70.
Yeah, 70, and we're not even halfway through the schedule yet.
No, I mean, we're still 13 games away with the expansion. 65 games is half the season. We've only played 52.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to think that how many home runs this team has already hit. We knew they could be a home run hitting team, but it's really showcased itself heavily lately.
And the 2 tonight by the guys that have hit most of them with Gonzalez and Rodriguez.
Yeah, Adeline Rodriguez with 13. He's in the top, near the top of the entire AAA East leaders as far as home runs are concerned, and RBIs as well for Adeline Rodriguez. So a great night with his home run, because that tied the game at 1 after Columbus got the early lead. The Hens did have that 3-run inning, and that was a pretty key moment in the entire game.
Yeah, it was, especially in another low-scoring game where the pitching kind of controlled things for the most part. But now, adding to the win is an Omaha loss tonight and an Indianapolis loss, which means the Mud Hens are only 4 games out of first, and they're now 2 games ahead of Indy.
Yep, there you go. So an opportunity coming up with a trip out to Omaha this week, an opportunity to really gain some ground and maybe even take over the top spot in the Midwest Division. But that's a long way in the future. We know there's still another game to be played tomorrow on the 4th of July right here at Fifth Third Field against the Columbus Clippers, as the Mud Hens will look to get greedy in this series. They've already won it. Now they got a chance to take home 5 of the 6 games if they can win on Sunday.